Alright. We are here. So I'm not going until like 5:30, I believe. Yeah, I won't be going until like 5:30, but I do have some prep I want to do beforehand. I'm just going to do it like on stream so I can like show later on. Let's see. I want max potions, I think. Let's see, 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, I need 24 max potions. We'll do 24 whole heals. Go here. I think 100 potions. There we go. Then we want to go Maulville. Oh my gosh, that's how it works. Oh! I I didn't know that. Learn something new. Just getting everything set up here. The last one is hasty. Hmm. I honestly don't remember what TM number anything is, to be honest. Alright, there's a couple more things. I have everything written down for like what my team's gonna look like for every battle. So I just want to double check to make sure I have all the required uh, items and TMs. Okay. 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 Good thing I checked, because there is something I am missing. Alright, now we check items. AV. Band scarf specs. Lefties, life orb. I think like the last big one would be like white herb. White herb, okay. Berries on here, I know I have the berries. That's easy enough. I can also... Okay, we don't really care about Garbodorite. Huh. Is there anything else I needed? I guess we can also ensure the amount of PP maxes and PP ups, because those are going to be useful. 188 PP maxes. That should last me easily. Wait, I'm going to update the calc. Is this in alphabetical order? You know what? I think I just realized the calc is in alphabetical order. I never realized that. Ah, neat. Okay. Alright, got everything set up now. I'm going to take a bathroom break. And when we get back, we can get into the whole entire Elite Four. Okay, it is now 5:30, which means that is now time. So first and foremost, we are in front of the E4. Gotta talk to Tangrowth. Straight at it. Yeah, let's go Tangrowth. You're not gonna be on the team. So first and foremost, I shall reveal the 6 Pokemon that are going to be on the squad. So number 1 is Obstagoon. Now let me go deposit Tangrowth and we can go over the remaining 5. Next, of course, we gotta have Infernape. Mega Infernape. Let the crutch carry. All you crutchless runners. Not my Nuzlocke. Next we have Galarian Darmanitan. I mean, Zen mode got banned for 1.3, so might as well use it 1.2. Then we got Magearna, which was the clutchest magnet pull that I have gotten. Shout out to Probopass. Giving me that, like, I think it was like 16% odds overall to get Magearna, so I'm very happy about that. Next we got Aegislash. I'm actually surprised. I don't believe Aegislash has a it's Aegislash is going to be unique, which is I'm kind of surprised. Aegislash is very crazy, so I'm happy that I could put a unique in. And finally, Salamence. The 6 Mon is like I was like struggling between a few, but I ended up with Salamence because I think the fact you can offer both like specially offensive and physically offensive really well kind of just like I think tipped the scales for me. So here we go. I also want to ensure everything is good, so yeah, Fake Out Close Combat, EQ, Flare Blitz. I have everything written down here. Fake Out CC, Flare Blitz, EQ. Yeah, same thing. Make sure that they have the right natures as well. So Jolly, yeah. And then Jolly Obstagoon. He is burned. Parting Shot Facade. Knockoff Sucker, yep. Jolly, Zenmo, Galarian Darmanitan. I don't think, like, abilities I can always change. So that isn't as important. But the Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Fire Punch, and U-Turn. Then we have the Bold Magearna. With Flare Cannon, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Volt Switch. AG, Sassy Nature, yep. With King Shield, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, Sacred Sword. Then we have Hasty Natured Salamence with Dragon Claw, Dual Wing Beat, Double Edge, and Earthquake. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I don't think order doesn't really matter for me, but I did want it. Kind of, so. With that. Okay, I also want to double check. I have 24 max potions. 24 full heals. And then a lot of potions. We are good. Make sure no one's holding anything. Yep, because I know Garbodor is holding the Garbodor, right? Alright. With that, we have one unique, only one, However, we have taken on, of everyone who's completed this challenge, we have taken on the least amount of Sinnoh leaders. We have also completely skipped the Windstraight family, which I still find funny because I could have used it for like Colossal Light, but I refused it. I was like, I refuse to take this on. Like if I had Slowbro, I definitely would have taken it on, but I don't. I had Glowbro instead, so I think with that, I want to at least prep the items as well out here. Let's see, so Salamence will be holding the Citrus Berry. Galarian Darmanitan also holding the Citrus Berry. Leftovers for Magearna. Aegislash gets to hold a Citrus Berry. Haha. And Obstagoon gets to hold the Muscle Band. Okay, just had to make sure. Deep breaths. All right, let's do it. Yep, this is the team I want. The Obstagoon is burned. That was like, that would have been like very stupid of me, but I wouldn't put my past myself to like accidentally get rid of that burn. All right, here we go. We lead Infernape into Sydney. Now for Sydney has two teams. He has the Trick Room and the Tailwind team. Both start out with Galarian Moltres. You're not really able to tell which team it is until either... Well, I won't be able to tell which team it is until something happens on turn 2. So, with all that being said, I would... Honestly, I think both teams are very similar to like which I would prefer to face. Like, there's one really scary Pokemon on the Tailwind team, and that is it is Roaring Moon. On the Trick Room team, there is also a scary Pokemon. And I believe that's Absol. I think Absol's really scary. And Grimmsnarl. Absol and Grimmsnarl, but like I think less so. So overall, if I had a choice, I think I would prefer Trick Room. But once again, Sydney isn't the scariest Elite Four member. There's a lot scarier, but let's get it. Alright, so this is what we do. Turn 1, we are not going to Mega. We are going to Fake Out on turn 1 without Megaing. I will explain here after this turn. This is looking like Trick Room by that damage, but I am not for certain. So why I did not Mega turn 1 is if this was the Tailwind team, Glaring Moltres would have seen that close combat takes it out if I megaed early, and could have caused a bad odd switch. I don't want to cause a bad odd switch, so I always fake out as regular Infernate so that it doesn't see that I can take it out with close combat because it doesn't know I can mega. However, once I am able to mega, I can possibly take it out with close combat. If I don't, it's clicking Trick Room because it's Glaring Moltres. If it's the Tailwind Sitter, always gets taken out by fake out plus close combat. Yeah, see, Trick Room. That's good. So now we are going Magirna. It's going to click Air Slash here. So we go Magirna on the Air Slash. Air Slash doesn't really do a lot. Now we Volt Switch out. It's probably going to click Sucker Punch because it sees I am slower. And since Trick Room is up, I will now be technically quote-unquote faster. And so it's just going to want to get like final damage off as I Volt Switch out. Now we go Infernate. And we have Fake Out on Infernate, so like we are going Infernate to waste a Trick Room turn. That is the whole idea here. They go Guzzlord. That's fine, we are just going to Fake Out. 100% of the time we just Fake Out. Trick Room turn wasted. Now versus Infernate. Guzzlord only sees Frag with the Earthquake. Which means we could go into Salamence. On the Earthquake. Okay, they withdraw. They bad odd switched. Monkey Dory. Alright, no more Trick Room. Monkey Dory has Fake Out, so it's probably just going to click Fake Out here. We have an Aegislash specifically for this Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory cannot do really anything to Aegislash. And now we can just Shadow Claw. Spadef drop might be a little annoying. I don't believe it is though. Monkey Dory goes down. Victini, okay. Victini out, sorry. Victini wants to click Trick Room here. It sees I'm unable to take it out. Even if it's able to take me out, I'm pretty certain it wants to click Trick Room. Either way, I think just to be safe, we'll go into Salamence. We are full HP Salamence, and we can like start wasting Trick Room turns. In case for some reason they want to click V-Crate, but I'm pretty sure they want to click Trick Room here. Yeah. But I did not want to risk it just in case, you know? But that was the idea. Thing is, Victini doesn't really do a lot to Salamence, so I could just start Earthquaking. Like, he could click V-Crate, but... yeah, even crit from... Like, even if this next V-Crate crits, it's not going to take out Salamence. Actually, no, I lied. It can. Alright. We risked the crit. Please, Salamence, I need you to live. Let's go, Salamence. You did great. And now we get the Citrus Berry proc. We have wasted 2 V-Creates. Not 2 V-Creates. We've wasted a few turns of Trick Room there. They still have Trick Room left. They go Grimmsnarl, which is perfect because we have a perfect counter for Grimmsnarl and Magearna. And they are going to see Frag with Moonblast, so they are going to want to click Moonblast here, which is fine. Okay, that crit sucks. A little bit. I think we have 1 turn left at Trick Room. Unfortunately, Moonblast can just take this out. How much does Mega Infernape take from Moonblast? Moonblast can take out Mega Infernape as well. Ooh. I think I'm in a big pickle right now because of that crit. So Moonblast has rules that can take out Magearna. It has like... three rules. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think 6 rules right now that Magearna goes down to. So I'm going to actually pivot into... I am Zen mode, that's good. I'm going to pivot into Galarian Darmanitan. On the obvious Moonblast, yep. Twist dimensions are returned to normal. Now we U-turn out. I'm at 219 health, which means that only Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere are the clicks. I think Dark Pulse is the click here. Either way, we just U-turn out. We outspeed. And Mega Infernape is able to tank either Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere rather easily. So yeah, we just U-turn out. Into Mega Infernape. There's the Dark Pulse. We take that just fine. You got, I think, 2. What Pokemon Day is left? Okay, so... Oh, Guzzlord's still alive. Yeah, that's annoying. But now we fake out. Yeah, because Fake Out will be able to put this in range of adaptability boosted close combat. Now with adaptability, close combat takes out Grimmsnarl. They go Guzzlord, which is perfect because we just close combat this. And then they go Absol. However, with Absol, I'm -2 defense right now. Sucker Punch can see a frag here. As in close combat. Like, everything sees a frag here. So what we do is we're going to go into... The Absol is going to be not wanting to click close combat. As you can see, frags with other moves as well. So that means we get a free switch into Obstagoon. As the Absol is going to be not wanting to click close combat. I'm assuming Sucker Punch or Psycho Cut. Okay. Or a Night Slash. But Sucker Punch is best case scenario. Because Facade from Guts boosted Jolly, Muscle Band, Obstagoon always takes out Absol. And that's Sydney. Alright, I need to update the frag counter. That was actually a lot scarier because of the unfortunate crit on Magirna. Kind of maybe have to play around a little bit more than I would have preferred. Around the Grimmsnarl specifically, but fortunately the Grimmsnarl got a higher roll on the Galarian Darmanitan, because if it's got a low roll, then I would have been in a lot of trouble. But fortunately it got a higher roll on the G-Darm so that I could pivot safely into Infernape. Alright, so Infernape took out... I took out the... what did it take out? Guzzlord. And Mega Grimmsnarl. Aegislash took out Monkey Dory. Bagirna took out Galarian Moltres. That's 4. Ment took out Victini. And Obstagoon took out the Absol. Okay. Let's heal everyone up. Alright. I think we're gonna... see what moves I need for Phoebe. Are you Intimidate? Yes, you are. Flamethrower. Obstagoon needs Facade, Parting Shot, Knock Off and Sucker. Yep, Obstagoon's good. Galarian Darmanitan needs Icicle Crash, U-Turn, Earthquake and Fire Punch. Yep, Galarian Darmanitan's good. Magirna needs Flare Cannon, Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, Volt Switch. So we need to get Flash Cannon on Magirna. You turn Flare Blitz, CC Overheat. You turn. Need close combat, just like I need to overheat. Alright, now the items. Summons gets choice specs. Glaring Darmantan gets choice scarf. Magirna, I believe, gets leftovers. Obstagoon gets air balloon. And Aegislash gets Kasib. Alright, we are on to Phoebe. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, since Phoebe's teams are very different between 1 and 2, this prep was a lot more annoying. She has a trick room team, not a trick room, she has a stall team, and she has a hyper offense team. Two completely different play styles. I pray for stall. There's only one huge threat on stall, and that is Lunala. On hyper offense, she has like 3 different huge threats. She has Calyrex Shadow Rider, she has Mega Gengar, and she has a Pecharunt, which can be a huge issue for me, depending on like how low my Magirna gets, or like how my Aegislash is used. So I need to be very, very careful if she gets the hyper offense team. So going into it, we have Salamence with choice specs, Intimidate, of course, with Draco, Hurricane, Flamethrower, Earthquake. Next we have Infernape. Mega Infernape, of course, yep. With U-Turn, Close Combat, Overheat, and Flare Blitz. I think what I'm going to do is I want to PP max those moves. Now we have a choice scarfed Galarian Darmanitan Zen mode with Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Fire Punch, U-Turn. He's here, he's chilling. He's pretty much the exact same set as last battle, except he's scarfed this time. They have leftovers Magirna with Fleur Cannon, Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, and Volt Switch. Then we have a Kasib Berry Aegislash with King Shield, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and Sacred Sword. Is that what I need? I haven't... Oh, I need Shadow Ball and Iron Head. Thank goodness. I was about to run into a battle with a completely wrong set. And Shadow Ball is like, I think like TM 30 or something like that. Alright, and then we go back into looking at Aegislash. And finally, Air Balloon Obstagoon. We should be burned. Yep, alright, we're still burned. I did not screw that up yet. And Parting Shot, Facade, Knockoff, and Sucker Punch. Alright, here comes Phoebe. The best way, I think, to take on Phoebe is... The Phoebe matchup I want, actually, sorry. As I said before, I really want the stall one. I want to see lead Weezing. If I see lead Dragapult, it's going to be a little bit awkward. Please be Weezing. I have ways to beat lead Dragapult as well. It's Dragapult. Okay. But this is really scary, dependent on like two things. We go Magear now on the Dragon Darts. And now we Fleur Cannon as he Shadow Claws. Yep. We take out Dragapult. Now, here's the thing. Phoebe can either go Gengar or Calyrex right now. And we want Calyrex, yes. Okay, perfect. Because if Phoebe went Gengar, it would have been really bad, and we would have had to put our hopes on a 75% chance. Which I'd prefer not to do. So this Calyrex is going to Astral Barrage here. As we go into Obstagoon. Now, first and foremost, we knock off. It's Sash, so it's going to take 2 hits to take us out anyway. And we want knockoff so that it's going to be at 1 HP. We don't want to click Sucker because then it could get back up to like 50% almost on like a crit Draining Kiss. So we are going to knock off on the Draining Kiss. We guarantee live anything, including crit. We knock off, and now we are going to Sucker Punch. Calyrex is going to see that it takes me out with Draining Kiss, 100% guaranteed, so it's not going to want to switch. It sees Fast Frag, so we can take it out with Sucker Punch. And Calyrex goes down. Alright, that's one huge threat down. I believe now they want to go Gengar. Yep. Okay, so this Gengar is probably going to click Sludge Wave. Yeah, this Gengar is going to want to click Sludge Wave. We are Kasib. Aegislash for this. But Gengar is going to want to click Sludge Wave. And since Aegislash is able to be immune to this, we now click Shadow Ball. This Gengar is going to click Shadow Ball against us. It's going to do a really good chunk, but we are Kasib Berry, so we can live. So now we get to Shadow Ball back. It lives, that's fine. We have Shadow Sneak just for that reason. Now they are going to go into Pecharunt. Yep. And Pecharunt's going to click Foul Play. That's the only move Pecharunt has that can hit this Aegislash. And the beauty of Aegislash is once it's in its shield form, its attack stats are really low. So, and its defense stats are really high. So every time it clicks Foul Play, it's not doing a lot of damage. And since it is faster than us, it's hitting us while we are in our shield form, and we get to hit it into our attack form. Which deals a bunch of damage. Also putting it in range of a quick little Shadow Sneak as well. Alright, so Anave is going to want to click Rage Fist here. And because of that, we are just going to go right into Magearna. We are Bold Nature. This Rage Fist isn't boosted yet, so it's not going to do a whole bunch. Yep. And we are guaranteed out of range of a crit from Drain Punch, I'm pretty sure. Because that's what it's going to want to click now. Yeah, crit from Drain Punch, I am easily out of range of that. We're going to Flare Cannon. This will take out Annihilate, and all that's left is Drapion. And I hate facing that Drapion. Now that Drapion is in, Drapion's able to see frags with both Earthquake and Wicked Blow. Actually, I believe it's just Earthquake. Yeah, it only sees frag with Earthquake, so it's going to want to click Earthquake. So with that information, we can go into Salamence. On the Earthquake, yep. And now Choice Specs boosted. Draco Meteor from Salamence. Always takes out Drapion. And just like that, Phoebe's done. Alright, we got one more terrible trainer before we have to take on Cynthia. Everyone needs to be at full health. We got Glacia next. Alright, Glacia is also, like, it very much depends on which Glacia I get on how scary this could be. We want Moxie Mence. And we want Mence to be holding the Life Orb. We want Galarian Darmanitan to once again be holding Choice Scarf. We want Aegislash to be holding an Akka Berry. We want Magearna to be holding Leftovers. And Obstagoon to be holding the Black Glasses. Now for movesets. We want Fake Out, Flamethrower, CC and U-turn. Mence we want Draco, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and Roost. On Obstagoon, want same thing, I believe. Parting Shot, Facade, Knock, Sucker. Yeah. Obstagoon stays the same. Magearna, Flare Cannon, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball. Yep. Magearna stays the same. Actually, wait. I remember now. There was one change I forgot I made. I need Rock Slide over U-turn on Infernape. On Galarian Darmanitan, Rock Slide, Fire Punch, U-turn Earthquake. Rockslide, close combat, flamethrower, fake out, Draco Meteor, Dragon Claw, Roost and Earthquake, Earthquake, Rockslide, Fire Punch, U-turn, Floor Cannon, Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, and Volt Switch. King Shield, Shadow Snake, Shadow Ball, Iron Head. What is... I didn't look at Sneak, Flash Cannon. Okay. We'll give H/Flash Cannon. Alright, Zen mode, Moxie, Iron Fist, Soul Heart, Stance, Change, and Guts. Okay. Now we have Glacia. Now, Glacia has two teams. She has a Snow team and she has a Sun team. Two very different teams, of course. However, the Snow team is, I believe, a lot easier to handle than the Sun team. The Snow team, like her, I think, biggest threat is her Volcanion. So, I just need a way to... If I can, like, keep Mence healthy and take on the Volcanion, then I am in perfect position for the rest of her team. Our Sun team, however, has a Reshiram. And the sad part with Reshiram is I have to risk a 93% roll in my favor in order to take it out. Because I was like looking at it as like, I think this is just like my best option for this team. So that is the unfortunate part that we will have to get into when it comes to Salamence versus Reshiram. But with all that being said, I would much rather prefer Snow. So yeah, with all that, let's get into Glacia. First we can like take a quick look at the team here. Alright, Glacia, let's do it. I am praying to see Alola Ninetales on my screen right now. Ah, alright, let's go. Okay. There is one scary path. First and foremost, we fake out without Mega-ing. We don't want Alola Ninetales to just switch out. We want to take out Alola Ninetales is pretty much the goal here. Now with Mega, Flamethrower takes out Alola Ninetales guaranteed. They go into Volcanion. And we go into Salamence on the Steam Eruption. Please don't burn. Okay, burn kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We just Draco. Because I'm pretty sure we are able to live. This is Volcanion. Yeah, we just Draco. Into Earthquake would be a way to take this out. So we Draco. They're going to Sludge Wave here. Or Steam Eruption. Actually, Steam Eruption is better than Sludge Wave for me. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Ah, shoot! Ah! Oh my god. I think I lose. I think that crit just made me lose. I'm trying to think of a way if there's a way out of that. I don't know if there is. Shoot. I don't think I lose here. But that crit really bad. I should have roosted? No. Roosted will delay the inevitable. It's just, they're gonna go Mega Abominus now, I think. Or Kyurem. And I can't take out Kyurem with Mega Infernape right now because of the snow. Shoot. I'm just sad. No way to explain it other than me just being sad. I'm trying to figure out, do I have a line? Into what's her face? I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Yo, shout out to me calling that? Yeah, that's what happened. I knew it could have happened. I knew like the line was risky with crits, but I am still a little bit like sad about it. I don't know how I get past Cynthia. And not just Cynthia, I don't know how I get... Salamence was a huge thing to take on Dialga with. But I don't know how I get past either now. Cynthia, it was for Infernape, but... I mean, Infernape for Heatran, but I feel like I have other ways to take on Heatran, so I don't know if it's like that necessary for Cynthia. For... what's her face though, it's really important for Wallace and Steven. I think I might be able to make it to them, but I don't know how I'm gonna beat them without Salamence, because Salamence was a huge part of the plan. I mean, at the very least, I take out Glacia, but I'm just really sad about that. Yeah, like Obama Snow goes down here. So the thing is, like, Mence was really only needed for one Pokemon, and that was Heatran for Cynthia. However, I have an Infernape, so I think I could take on Heatran still. So they go into, yeah, into Kyurem. Like, Kyurem, I have Magearna for Kyurem, so I'm okay. They have Electivire in the back. I think I need to... What's Electivire's ability? Iron Fist, okay. I think I'd still Volt Switch. Because the thing is, Infernape is a guaranteed takeout on both of these last two Pokemon once Snow is gone. So I feel like I could just, like, Volt Switch, Fake Out, like, waste as many Snow turns as I can. It's pretty much the plan right now. In the Snow, adaptability boosted close combat does 78 to 92. Volt Switch from Magearna does, like, we'll say to 30, so it'll be at 303. Go to Mega Infernape. Sorry, I'm calculating this. Give myself Fake Out. Say Fake Out did like 22. 281. Yeah, close combat still won't take it out, guaranteed. So I have to pivot one more time into Magearna. Okay, now that Snow stopped, I can guarantee get the win with Infernape now. How does Mega Infernape do without the Snow? Something like Flamethrower and Rock Slide. Yeah, I just needed close combat. That's the only thing that's taking him out. Alright, Electivire, you just close combat this. And it goes down. Okay. That's Glacia. I'm in pain. Alright, I think another big thing is like not really like thought about was that I haven't really thought about is how big Salamence was at baiting Ice Beam from Cram. I think that was the biggest thing is like now that I don't have Salamence, I can't just bait Ice Beam from Cram. Like Cram's just gonna click Surf each time versus me. It makes it really rough. Alright. We'll get I think, honestly, I think we keep Obstagoon as is. So originally I have Obstagoon learning Gunk Shot, but I think we have to keep it as is and keep it with Sucker Punch. I'm actually curious how much Sucker Punch does to Cramorant. $57 to $67. Okay. Would just be Choice Banded? Like, I do have U-turn. I should... Actually, sorry. I got Thunder Punch, Close Combat, and U-turn. I actually think I need Citrus Berry because I remember what I used him for in the first place. Ah! Okay. AG. Needs leftovers. Are you holding Citrus? Yeah, okay. Galarian Darmanitan needs the Citrus Berry. And Magearna needs Air Balloon. Alright, now for G-Darm. Could be Ironhead. You turn the Icicle Crash and Yawn. Magearna is Floor Cannon, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball. Same thing. H slash is King Shield, Shadow Balls, Shadow Sneak, and Ironhead. Oh, also... Oh, I can't edit stats here. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now, but... I had a sick plan with Aegislash. To make him, like, a little bit slower. Specifically for, like, in case, like, something happens in the battle. But it doesn't matter now, so... Alright. We have Cynthia next. Up towards Air Balloon, Citrus, and Infernic Bite. Okay. Alright. Okay, Cynthia. I think I should have been planning as well in case like Ments went down, because there was like quite a different scenarios that Ments would go down in Glacia for both snow and sun, but I didn't like plan on that, so that's on me. I think I should plan for that in case. So turn one, we U-turn on the Spiritomb. This is just to get rid of the Intimidate drop on it, so I can go into Obstagoon. Take the Poltergeist. And spam knockoff as he's like clicking Dark Hole. I think I could Sucker now, since I never got rid of Sucker. Yeah, because I think Spiritomb wants to Sucker there. Because it sees it's going to go down, so it wants to get off as much damage as it can before it goes down. Now they go into Xerneas. Yep. Now Xerneas is wanting to click Moonblast here. It does not want to Geomancy because it can see that it can take me out. Yep. Now the beauty of this is it can't see that it can take me out with any move outside of crits, so it's going to want to set up. Which means we can yawn. Yeah, now it wants to click Geomancy. However, it's yawned, and the AI does not like being asleep. So the AI really wants to switch here. So they switch into Heatran. As I U-turn out, taking out the balloon, which now I would originally go Ments and threaten Earthquake. But now that I can't do that, I just go Infernape. And threaten close combat. I mean, this is also fine. I think I'm just going to U-turn pivot on Garchomp. Yeah, I think U-turning on Garchomp is good. As it's going to Mega and want to click Earthquake versus me. I'm still faster than Mega Garchomp. I just don't want Ape out. I want to go Magear now. And beauty of checking almost any Garchomp is a air balloon fairy type. I just find that so hilarious that most Garchomps are just completely walled by air balloon fairy types. And now we just take click Floor Cannon. I could click Shadow Ball as well. Just to get to +1. Or do more damage in like incoming Heatran if it wants to switch out. Like he has to click Stone Edge to take out my balloon. And since I'm half Steel type, even a crit, it's not doing a lot of damage. And now Shadow Ball can take him out. I get the Soul Heart boost on +1. They go Heatran. Which is fine, because I still have Infernape. And we close combat the Heatran. They really like switching, don't they? Now we just U-turn out. We outspeed the Xerneas here, so we can just U-turn out. Into Aegislash on the expected Moonblast. Or Psyshock, I forgot I had that move. And now we just click Iron Head. And it should take out Xerneas. And Hidden Power doesn't do a lot to me. Now I'm assuming they go Heatran here. Yeah. We King Shield. On the Flamethrower. Just to get more leftovers back and just like to guarantee Flamethrower on the next turn. And we're just going to CC. This should take out Heatran. And they finally decided to stay in. Now the Zamazenta wants to just click Body Press versus me, I'm pretty sure. So I can just go into Aegislash. It can also click Behemoth Bash, like either one, or Play Rough. Oh yeah, because it has like the ability to drop attack as well. Yeah, I've got Iken. Yep. That's fine. We don't really need to do our attack. What we need is Shadow Ball. And we just King Shield. And we do this Song and Dance until we get to a good enough health to... Just do this Song and Dance so that we will always be in defense form whenever he wants to attack us. It's pretty much what the whole entire reason of constantly King Shielding there after each attack. Even if he wants to like continuously spam Iron Defense, it's better to be attacked when you're in shield form than it is when you're in attack form. That crit's actually pretty nice. It gives us more chances of being shield form, especially versus the Cramorant. Alright, now we Shadow Ball. As he Behemoth bashes me. But that doesn't really do a lot to Aegislash. Alright, they're gonna go Cram. What we're going to do is we're going to King Shield. As they surf, I'm assuming. Now I need Surf. Surf only does like 30% to me. Shadow Ball. There's like 30, about 40% back. So either way, we Shadow Ball here. They're going to surf and get their Aerokuta as their Gulp Missile. I'm trying to figure out, would Magirna be able to take this out? Can Magirna take this out? Yeah, Magirna could take this out, and it will have to live 2 hits of Surf. Which I think is what we do. Okay, Magirna. Please, for the love of God. Oh, they roosted. Wait, that's actually fine, though. Because I can Volt Switch. Like, Surf isn't going to do a lot. I can Volt Switch out. And get hit by the Gulp Missile. We go into Infernate. We just take it out with Fake Out. All according to plan. Alright, so we got through Cynthia. Okay. We have one more fight left. The issue is Salamence was pretty big in this fight, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without Mence. And I think it's going to come down to I'm getting some lucky plays. Alright, so first and foremost, we need Galarian Darmanitan is not going to be at full health, and also Galarian Darmanitan is not going to be it's going to be Guerrilla Tactics instead. He's not going to be Zen mode now. That's a big one. How much health? I believe Galarian Darmanitan needs to be, I believe it's 252 health. Yeah, 252 health is what I need Galarian Darmanitan to be around. So, what we're going to do we're going to find my potions. $247, okay. Galarian Darmanitan's now at 247 health. For this battle, Mega Infernate needs Fake Out, Overheat, Close Combat, and U-Turn. Wait, Overheat's a level up move. I don't even need to search for the TM. Obstagoon needs close combat, facade, knockoff, and sucker punch. The close combat's like way down here. Darmanitan, Galarian form. Needs Icicle Crash. Oh, it also needs to be in the second slot. He needs Icicle Crash, U-Turn, Superpower, and Yawn. Let's also just take the items from everyone. Aegislash needs Wide Herb. Oh wait, no, we'll do items later, but moves that Aegislash needs are King Shield, Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, and Sacred Sword. And Magearna needs Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. Not Flash Cannon, Floor Cannon, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and Shadow Ball. Needs Choice Scarf. You need the Air Balloon. And you need Wide Herb. Okay. So champion Dialga, my original plan for Dialga was we were going to sack Mence to it and Draco it so that Infernape can come in and finish it off with close combat. However, now without Mence, we are kind of in a pickle of how are we going to be able to finish off Dialga. So we just gotta figure it out. Alright, let's take on the champion. Alright, we are leading Infernape plus regular Darmanitan. So what this regular Darmanitan at his health does is it's going to bait both Iron Head and Flash Cannon from both Empoleons, which is A, it's going to keep the right Empoleon in instead of clicking Flip Turn, which is huge, and B, it's going to prevent the left Empoleon from clicking Protect, so I can take it out. But we're just going to U-turn out with Darmanitan anyways. And we are just going to U-turn into Aegislash. As we take out the left Empoleon. And the right Empoleon wants to click Flash Cannon. It's going to hit Aegislash. And this is why we are holding the White Herb, specifically in case of Spadef drop. Since we didn't get a Spadef drop, that's good. But we were holding the White Herb because if we got the Spadef drop, then the Palkia had the chance to attack Aegislash over Infernape, and that's not really good. We want the Palkia to target the Infernape slot. So we are going to get a free Shadow Ball on this Palkia, and this Empoleon is just going to Flip Turn out. And we're going to our Air Balloon Magearna, which is because the Palkia is either clicking Earth Power or Spatial Rend. Yep. This allows our Aegislash to get a free Shadow Ball off. Now, our hope is that the Empoleon on the right side targets the Aegislash. It did not. Okay, so what that does is it causes some issues with Dialga's targeting. So now Dialga can either target the Aegislash or the Magearna. Now, originally, I would have a plan to pivot into Infernape on this. However, I don't have that luxury of having Salamence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to risk the Fire Blast into Magearna and the Earth Power into Magearna. I don't think Palkia doesn't see Earth Power into Magearna yet. I'm gonna risk the Fire Blast into Magearna, and I'm gonna pray that they double target the Aegislash here. They can still do that. I believe, like 221. Dialga Primal. Or Origin. Yeah, it's the thing. It can Fire Blast me. And it might take me out. However, we are hoping that they Fire Blast the Aegis-Slash as a weak King Shield. That's the hope. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that went as we hoped. Now, does Aegis-Slash live Earth Power from this form? From Palkia? I don't remember. It does, easily. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to Fleur Cannon the Dialga, and we're going to Shadow Sneak the Palkia. What we're hoping for is that Dialga takes out Magearna as we take out the Palkia with Shadow Sneak. Actually, I don't think it really matters which Pokemon Dialga wants to take out here. Actually, no. Let's Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is better. We're going to Volt Switch the Dialga, and we're going to Shadow Sneak the Palkia. Shadow Sneak should take out Palkia at this range. Now we are hoping that the Dialga targets the Magearna here. It did, okay. If Magearna goes down, that's great. If not, that's also fine. Okay. It went down. We go into G-Darm. As it go into Suicune. Now I need to see how much does Galarian Darmanitan do into this Dialga. We're going to Icicle Crash the Dialga, and we are going to King Shield the Aegis-Slash. We're just going to do it again. And we're actually going to Sacred Sword this Suicune. I want to get this Suicune out of here. So what we're doing is we're at least putting this Dialga in range of Infernape. Oh wait, that flinch is huge. I think we're actually going to let's see. Let's try to get some damage off on this Suicune, and we'll protect the Aegis-Slash. I know there's a Metagross in the back, and that's what I'm kind of afraid of. And I want to put damage on this Suicune. Aegis Slash putting in work. Yeah, we're going to... I'm trying to get a double sack here because I think I'm in range of where... Actually, let's take out Dialga. I think that's the best play. And we'll put more damage on Suicune. Because Metagross coming in here does not matter now, because the Suicune's at a range where I could take it out with Facade. That should easily... It did not take me out. That's crazy. Okay, they're going to go Metagross, and they are going to... Or they go Empoleon. Empoleon's a little annoying, but... I think that's fine. Because we're just going to King Shield with the Aegis Slash to keep it alive. And we're going to try to put more damage on this Suicune. Come on, G-Darm. He's not inner focus, so... I mean, he's inner focus, so it's... Okay, him flip turning might be an issue. Just might. How much does Shadow Sneak from Aegis Slash do to Suicune? Not enough. Okay, so I think what we have to do is we have to go into Obstagoon. And we're going to Facade the Suicune as we Shadow Ball the Metagross. This will take out the Suicune, guaranteed. He's going to Mirror Mash the Obstagoon, which is fine. No attack raise, which is cool. It does not matter because we're going to Sucker Punch him. And Shadow Sneak. Okay, they have their last monster Empoleon. I think I win. I think I actually win. I don't know how I brought it back, but I think I win. Because we're just going to double attack it. As Aegis Slash is also going to hit it with Sacred Sword. Yeah, and then Infernape can clean it up in the back. Oh, it doesn't matter! Wait! Wait! I thought this one was over after Ments. Oh my gosh! Oh. Oh, thank you guys so much. Sorry I wasn't reading chat. I was locked in, but yeah. Protect is banned. King Shield, fortunately, is not banned, so Aegis Slash coming in clutch. I don't know why Aegis Slash hasn't been a champion before. I think that's like the one unique, but like Aegis Slash 100% carried that Elite Four. Oh, they did? Oh, they have? Yeah. Has it been championed? I don't know if it has or not. I'll have to... Because I thought that was my unique. If it hasn't, I have no uniques, and that is sad. It is a unique. Let's go. My one unique. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was over the moment Salamence went down because Salamence was so important for the champion fight. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had to say the fact that they kept doubling the Aegis Slash was huge because it was able to just King Shield a lot of the time. Oh, that's oh my gosh. Oh goodness. I'm so happy I found that line. I don't even know if it was really a line. But it worked. Yeah, so like alright, I will. I have my snipping tool, right? Yeah, I have my snipping tool ready. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. I will enjoy the festival. Hopefully I can pick up my significant other and they can enjoy it with me. Alright. Let's get this snipping tool ready. I was accepting that I'm going to play through 1.3 without Infernape. I was going to be so sad. And Galarian Darmanitan, to be honest. Alright. Got this screenshot. Wow. I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting me through this. I also want to give a huge shout outs to Strips and Iriv, of course, for the game. Cap, because his Darmanitan almost completely ruined this whole run for me. I was like 4 HP away from just losing this whole run versus his Darmanitan. So take that. I won. I don't have to ever play this game again. No. I think I'll try 1.3 because 1.3 is a lot different from 1.2, especially with the Pokemon I use. So yeah, and then I know I think was it someone gave me the idea for pre-damaging Galarian Darmanitan for the champion because they did it in their run. I don't remember who it is. I apologize so much. I don't want to like say it's one person end up being someone else. I'm just going to say I don't remember. But I know someone did do that, and that was really helpful for me in like planning the champion. So I want to give a huge shout out to them as well. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoy it more than Radical Red mostly because I love Emerald, and that's like my big reasoning. But I can't wait to play through 1.3. I have not tried 1.3 yet, so I can't wait to play through that. I don't know if I will do Hall of Fame. I might try Hall of Fame on 1.3 since it's a lot different. I'm definitely not doing New Game Plus because I'm not that good. I am not that good. I don't think I can do it. I have like I caught like almost every single water type you can in this game practically, outside of like maybe a couple. So I'd be running through it without many water types. And Yeah. Also, whoever also discovered the Floatzel plus Fast Electric into Magma and Aqua double battles, like Archie and Maxi double battles. Shout out to you as well, because that made it so easy. Even like with I used Poliwrath over Floatzel, but it had the same result in the end. So I appreciate y'all. Like this is, of course, this wasn't just all me. A lot of my like, as I said before, like huge shouts to Strips, because a lot of like my planning, just I would watch his videos and I'd see, okay, he did this, so let me try something similar. It's practically what I did. Yeah, thank you. W's indeed. W's in the chat. Yeah. Is literally his Drake fight, his Tate and Liza fight, I practically copied that and just went, yeah, crunching at the finest. Yeah, very much so. I copied. I 100% just copied the Drake fight with Love Disc, and I copied the Tate and Liza fight. And it's like I was getting tired of like completely getting wrecked in doubles. It's like I'm gonna find Strips battles and I'm just gonna see what he did and I'll copy them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in the end, yeah, this was for Hall of Fame. This is 1.2 Hall of Fame. What was I don't remember what Pokemon died in the end there. Magearna did. Okay, so Magearna and Galarian Darmanitan and Salamence were the three that died in the Elite Four. Okay. Let me post all this in the Discord. Oh, I need to save. Ugh, I hate this. Alright. Save. Pictures. Alright. Let me enter like all the stats or whatever that was also used. How many deaths did I have? I think I had... The tracker will tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 total deaths. 3 D4 deaths. What were the starters I got? The starter eggs were, I think it was Tepig. Yeah, it was Tepig, Grookey, and Squirtle. This is Nuzlocke. My legendaries were Iron Hands and Restricted. What was the last thing? Is there anything else? I'm gonna check the Hall of Fame. Oh, Sinnoh leaders, yeah. was Rourke, Gardenia, Fantina, Maylene, and Candace. Alright, yep. I think that's it. I'll have to update the frag tracker later. But I think with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll be ending the stream here. We'll do 1.3 attempts later on. I don't know when. I might want to take a little bit of a break because this run is definitely taking a lot out of me. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.